guys, welcome to Big Sister. I hope you guys have been having a wonderful day, evening, wherever you are in the world. Hey guys. So guys, I know it's been a while since I've been here, and I believe I said this on my last video. If not, I apologize, but I've had a lot of other things that I have had to focus my attention on, and I will continue to do that probably for the next couple weeks and even throughout the summer. But from time to time I will drop something here on the channel, and I hope you really enjoy it. So I really want to get right into this because I do have a moment and I wanted to talk about this, and I'm going to talk a little bit about myself and maybe you'll be able to relate. So anyway, I just want to first say thank you to all the subscribers on this channel. I hope you do enjoy the content. It is not a lot, but I hope that the little bit that is here will help you in some way in your life. So guys, I want to talk about something about myself. So from very early, I would say I discovered this maybe in early adulthood, maybe in my early 20s, I start to realize that, and even when I was a little younger, but more so when I got older, hitting my early 20s, I just had the ability to just kind of pick up on people. Everybody else will like this person, but there's just something about the individual. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to say I dislike them, but I was not as receiving. It wasn't that I was mean or I was rude to them. I just could pick up on something off about them. And sure enough, something will happen and I'll realize what it was. As I got further in life, I grew a little, got around other people. I had very little tolerance for nonsense. So if, let's say with a guy, he liked me or whatever, I liked him, but then I discovered that the person is just not who they claim to be, or they just have certain things about them that I did not approve of, I could easily just be done with it. I'll cut it off. I want nothing to do with them. I don't want to get to know them anymore. And I was completely content with that. However, at some point I was made to feel, especially with my friends, and I don't think they meant it in a bad way, they would just tell me that I was too hard, I was too harsh. And because of that, I was like, well, maybe I need to change a little bit. It wasn't something that I did immediately, but after some time and just meeting different people who said, man, you're cold, man, you're woo. Because them saying I was cold or even unforgiving, they said that, I changed. So I was like, all right, maybe I need to be a little more understand that people can make mistakes and not be so quick to cut things off, okay? And I start to do that. Well, I can tell you through several experiences that I've had, not only with maybe someone who I dated, but with people who I allowed in my life, just friendships, I realized that this was more to my detriment than to them, okay? And by the time you finally get it, by the time you're finally like, I've had enough, they've had enough too, because they have already dumped on you so much, they've lost any respect, and at that point, you leaving is not going to matter to them because they really don't care. So what I came to realize is that the ability to see a person for who they are and the ability to just relinquish that, end it, leave it alone, it is a strength. It is a rare strength. It is a rare gift, because a lot of people are so afraid of what others are going to think, and they have to have people around them. They're so afraid of losing a relationship that they'll rather tolerate and deal with all types of drama and nonsense. Okay, so let's talk about this for a second. What do I mean by that? Well, what begins to happen is, if you have an ability, you have the discernment and the intuition, okay, to see someone for who they are. You're not trying to pick on the person. You just see this person has behaviors or repetitive actions that's just not good. It's to your detriment. They're disrespectful. They're untrustworthy. They're not faithful. You're not obligated to sit there because, well, this is your friend or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? They're cute, or everyone is saying you're a good couple. It's not a bad thing. It is a gift, and it's there to protect you. Because what happens, and what happened to me, is when you keep having these people around and exposing yourself to their bad behavior, it's going to change you. And how does it change you? Well, what happens is the person keeps doing things that's wrong. But yet they're trying to manipulate you and make you feel as if that what you're seeing is not reality. It slowly chips away at what you know is right, your sense of discerning, knowing right from wrong. They're causing you to question your reality. It's not good. And it slowly chips away at the foundation of who you are and your values and your principles. You begin to question those things. You're going to experience what's called deference. And deference means even though you know what is happening is not to your liking, you're going to go along with it just to go along with it, to make them happy, to make everybody else happy, despite what you feel and what you know. You're going to experience what they call cognitive dissonance. It means you know you're struggling the choices that you're making and what you know within yourself to be right, because you're trying to go along with everybody else. And when you're around a person who manipulates you all the time, who guilts you, who ridicules you, who makes you feel as if something is wrong with you, you're going to get confused, because it is a mental and emotional takedown that is going on. So you question the things that you know is right. For example, why should you have to question the reality of if someone cheated on you? Why do you have to question the reality of someone stealing from you, someone who always embarrasses you, someone who likes to bully you, or who is selfish? The relationship is one-sided. When you begin to sit and allow yourself to debate and to question why, and not question why, but you're arguing your principles and you are trying to think of a reason why perhaps what you feel and know is not right, why you could be wrong about that. That is the mental and emotional abuse and the handicap, really, that's happening. And what happens is you're going to become weak. When you were strong enough to leave in the beginning, you were strong enough to go because you had not yet been infiltrated by the person. But the longer you stay around that toxic friend, that toxic boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, family members, whatever it may be, you are no longer going to know who you are, because they've stripped you down. They've taken all your ability to see things clearly. They've removed that from you. They've stripped your reasoning away from you. And that is the danger of being around someone who is mentally abusive, emotionally abusive, verbally abusive, manipulating, who gaslights you. And that simply means, for those who don't know, that something happened and they'll make you feel like that's not how it happened. When you're always questioning yourself, something in you is going to change. Now you become weakened. And now you find yourself tolerating and dealing with and staying with and forgiving someone and remaining with a person who is poison. And so you struggle until maybe one day you finally get it and you snap out of it and you're able to finally make that decision. But sometimes at that point you are far spent. What does that mean? This person has disrespected you, done all types of stuff to you. It doesn't matter. A lot of times they're moving on to someone else and they just don't care, because they believe they're right and you're wrong. So do not allow anyone to make you feel as if you have the ability to let go of a person or to cut a toxic person off at the very beginning, that it's wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. When you see it and you know it's not right and it does not sit well with you, you can say, great, I forgive you, but we're not going to continue this relationship. No, I understand now that this is a person, they're not my friend. I'm no longer going to be their friend. I'm no longer going to invite them over. I'm no longer going to continue on this path with this individual. There's nothing wrong with that, because truly the reason why your intuition and your instincts are the way it is to protect you and to give you peace. So I hope this makes sense to someone. Comment below if you've had any experiences like this, or if you have any questions about what I'm saying. There is nothing wrong with standing your ground. There's nothing wrong with you if you're able to see people for who they are. And there's nothing wrong with stopping things before it takes up momentum and begin to destroy your life. And of course, your peace and your sanity. All right, guys, thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe, and talk to you soon. Bye.